This is Coffee with God, and let us begin this day with the Word of God.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 9, verses 51 to 56. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. When it came close to the time for his ascension, he gathered up his courage and steeled himself for the journey to Jerusalem. He sent messengers on ahead. They came to a Samaritan village to make arrangements for his hospitality. But when the Samaritans learned that his destination was Jerusalem, they refused hospitality. When the disciples James and John learned of it, they said, "Master, do you want us to call a bolt of lightning down from the sky and incinerate them?" Jesus turned on them, "Of course not." And they traveled on to another village. The Gospel of the Lord.
Let us now listen to a reflection on this passage by a Claretian missionary, Father Francisco Carin. On World Youth Day last August, Pope Francis emphasized to the young people in Portugal that the Church is for all people, no matter who they are. He made them repeat the phrase together, Todos, Todos, Todos. No one is excluded. One of the joys of the righteous Jews was that Yahweh was a God recognized by many nations. The concept of Yahweh began as a tribal God and gradually evolved into a God of all nations throughout history. We still refer to God as our God. God hasn't changed, and we just enlarged the meaning of the our so that it no longer referred to a concrete family or a clan, a nation or a people, but embraced all peoples and nations under the heavens. Isn't this the essence of our faith? As Christians, we believe that Jesus Christ is the Messiah, not just my Messiah, nor the Messiah of the Church, but He is the Messiah for all nations. And that is why we, each of us, have been sent to bring this good news to all nations. In this mission, Jesus is making a proclamation, an announcement which can be accepted or rejected, just as He did on the way to Jerusalem today when He announced His mission. This morning's Gospel offers us two attitudes that ought to avoid in our Christian life. Lacking empathy to welcome those who come into our lives, especially those who are different from us, whom we call the others so easily. As a result, we might miss the Christ passing by. The second is the use of our power, especially the gifts that have been given to us by God, in order to eliminate those who are opposed to the proclamation of the gospel. There is a possibility that James and John were joking, but Jesus' answer was no laughing matter. You do not know what spirit you are. Let us truly understand, O Lord, that you come not to destroy souls, but to save them.